Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at a revelation from your spirit guides regarding your past, present, and future. We'll be doing a reading all on their own, the message about your past, your present, and a message about your future. And then through all of this, we'll understand what the revelation is. So this reading includes a message about your timeline, as well as a final revelation about what they want to reveal to you regarding all of this. So that's the intention of the reading. By the way, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you wish for spirit to pick your pile today, you will find also a timestamp for that down in the description box. It's a part of the introduction where we shuffle your cards and see which one spirit picks for you, if this is your preferred method today. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, then stick around. I will be pulling out right now 3 cards from this deck that you can choose from, as well as crystals that match the cards that you can choose from as well. So in a way, the cards will be calling the crystals for today's reading, depending on the colors of the cards. All right, so that's the plan. Let's pull out your cards. Pile 1, pile 2, and I actually feel drawn to this one. Let's pull it out, and pile number 3. Okay, let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, you've got incompletion. For pile number 2, you've got exhausting. And for pile number 3, you've got dispersing. As usual, if you prefer to pick your crystals, let me add these right now. Pick through your crystals. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the yellow Aventurine. For pile number 2, doesn't it look like the pond here? You've got the blue Appetite. And for pile number 3, you've got the Jade. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the messages that you're meant to hear today. Perhaps there is more revelations for you to hear about from your spirit guides today, or maybe you're just going to understand how they come together for you, these different messages, and into one big revelation that only you will understand what it's all about. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. By the way, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile in a moment. If this is something that you're interested in, please stick around. If this is something that you're not interested in, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, you've come to the right part of the introduction. After the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's get straight into it. And pull out your crystals. Right, so these will be the signs for pile number 1. We need 3 here, right? Yep. These will be the signs for pile number 2. And these, of course, will be the signs for pile number 3. Wonderful. Let's see what we've got. For pile number 1, the signs are Aries, Gemini, Taurus, as well as Aquarius, The signs for pile number 2 are Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, as well as Cancer. And the signs for pile number 3 are Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, as well as Scorpio. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that this next part of the introduction is all about spirit picking your pile. If this is something that you're not interested in, please pause the video. If this is something that you're interested in, welcome guys. As you know, I do assign a different tarot card to each pile. The Magician for pile number 1, the High Priestess for pile number 2, and the Empress for pile number 3. I shuffle the cards until one of them pulls my attention. There we go. Like I tried to pull that one, I wasn't able to pull it right away. I know that this is your chosen pile in that case. And this is how I do the Spirit Please Pick My Pile section for you guys. And for today's reading, it is pile number 3. So I truly hope you've enjoyed this part of the introduction of picking your pile and all of the other ways that you've used to pick your pile. And I truly hope you enjoyed today's reading. Once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamp, your pile, or the piles that you've chosen, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a revelation from your spirit guides regarding your past, present, and future. So we're going to be taking a look at their message all on its own in each one, your past, your present, and your future. And through these, we'll be able to understand, and your significator card as well, what your revelation is exactly. So that is the intention of today's reading. These are the decks that I'll be using for you guys. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, as I use them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. Your significator card is the 64th hexagram, I Ching hexagram, with the keyword incompletion. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Gemini, Taurus, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm going to be using this small tarot deck as a clarification card. Like, this will be the main card, and this will be the clarification for this card, for that card that it falls on. Okay, so this is all the plan. Let's get straight into it. I can already see, in terms of your past placement, we already have a card out. Let's keep it there for now. And pull out the rest of your cards. Actually, this one came first, so let's keep it like that. That's an astrological card. All right. And let's pull out your tarot cards. This one's sliding out. So 1, 2, and 3. As well as we'll pull them out in due time because I don't want to complicate things for now. Okay, so you've got in your past placement, whoa, Saturn and Sagittarius with fulfillment. So we're taking a look at their message regarding your past. You've got vanity, the Enneagram vanity with keywords arrogance, vainglory, pride, disdain, sufficiency, high self-esteem. Okay. You've got Capricorn with achieve. Okay, achieve and fulfillment. Looks like you achieved something in the past that with vanity made you feel so good, it seems. Made you feel proud. It could be for some of you with Capricorn, as well as the money here and the talisman for winning the lottery. You could have been very lucky, particularly in an area where you worked hard in and you've gotten a lot of results for it. You were very lucky to get these results. This could be wealth and your work. This could be your efforts, like your health and your body and the results that you're getting. Something like that. It really made you feel so proud of yourself and so good. It could be anything really. In any case, with Capricorn, the 10th house, this is work, goals, work and goals, something that you were headstrong, you were moving headstrong towards, you were working very hard towards. Obviously, you've achieved such great results, and it seems like you were very proud of yourself with regards to that. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Again, the Queen of Pentacles is the queen that goes after her dreams, achieves them, and lives in the reality that she's always wanted. So that can't be a coincidence. It does look like your guides are talking about somewhere in your past where you've worked hard and you were enjoying, you're proud of yourself for what you've achieved. You've got the Six of Pentacles. What you put in, you did indeed get out. This was fair and square. But there's definitely a huge luck factor here. No doubt about it. But that doesn't take away from the balance of what you put in, you got out. And you've got the World card. You feel like you've accomplished something. Right. So the messages, it looks like it's really funny. It talks about how you've, in your past, completed something, but your significator card is in completion. So I get this idea that perhaps it ain't over till it's over. It's not over yet. Maybe you felt like, I felt accomplished. I've completed something important. But it's not over yet, it seems. There's still things to come. So let's clarify your tarot cards as we've intended to get the complete message. So you've got the Strength card with the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, right? Two of Pentacles with the World card. You found your balance, it looks like, in your past. So what is their message now as we see all of this? What is their message to you regarding the past? Their message to you seems to be an appraisal, the yin and the yang, about the things that you've done right, that they want you to continue to do, and the things that perhaps they want you to focus on and improve. That's their message of the past. It seems to be some form of appraisal. Reading this intuitively, I'm seeing, when it comes to your appraisal, you've been granted the opportunity to live through your hard work, through your efforts, to live life the way you wanted. Whether this is through the great health and body you've achieved, whether this is through the position that you got, the salary you got, the money that you got, the dream that you've achieved. You were able to live your life the way that you want. There's something, I don't know, something about borderline, a little bit on the danger side, but you handled it well. Like, in fact, do you know, you see how these two look like the devil? I know this is the lion's tail, but kind of looks like the devil here. So there's something about you were doing it a little on the borderline of like, it was a bit edgy, the way you've enjoyed this blessing that you created for yourself. And you were lucky, of course, yes. But you were living it on the borderline with a little bit of edginess, but you handled that very well. And I don't know, are they like telling you not to do that, or are they congratulating you for doing that? I have no idea. Let's pull out a card and see. Oh, look, we've got a split here. Let's see what, oh, maybe it's this one. Is that a congratulations or be careful next time kind of thing? Six of Swords. No, I think you were doing well, actually. Six of Swords is moving, transitioning calmly. So there's something about you, this is actually good. You were a little bit on the danger side, on the fun side, but you handled it well. You know, this like devil kind of energy reminds me of a playful child who does something and they look at their parents tongue in cheek, and the parents are like, oh, naughty one, but it's not a big deal, you know, as they're building their character. Something about that, actually, this looks to me like a congratulations. You've handled with all of the clouds here. You've handled your shadow well. Perhaps that was with the Six of Swords, a great opportunity for you to integrate your shadow. And so doing things the way that you did, which I don't know what you did here, what was the borderline fun, but you handled it well kind of energy, actually was good for you because it allowed you to work very well with your shadow, integrated well. That was, it seems, a kind of balance that was needed that you've handled so well. So your guides are saying congratulations, you had fun. It was a little bit on the crazy side, but that was actually good because that was a great way and a patient way to integrate your shadow, which you've done with the anchor here. A lot of great work to do. So congratulations, pile number one. I have no idea what this is. Please do let me know in the comments section. I get so curious about the type of energy I'm reading. And if you want to share, I would love to know what this is talking about. But this is what I'm seeing here. Oh, look, we've got a card here. I don't know what, and another one. Right. Whoa, two jumped out. Three actually, hold on. So we've got the Judgment card that just flew out of the deck. I don't know what this is trying to say. We'll find out in a moment. And two on the floor, closed. Right. We'll find out in a moment. Back to this part of your reading. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It seems like if this is talking about money, for example, you put in effort and you got in money with the Four of Pentacles, they're saying you've done a great job saving. If this is not about work and saving, it's an energy, whatever it is that you've achieved, you worked hard. Oh, you kept it, Four of Pentacles. You were able to be wise and keep the results that you're getting, the energy that you were getting, whether this is wealth, whether this is health, whether this is love, whatever it is that's valuable to you that you were able to get in your past, you were able to keep well, reserve well with the Four of Pentacles. But I do see these locks. Maybe to keep this energy, there was a lack of balance here. To keep this energy, you maybe were locking yourself out of something else to keep that energy. So that's the appraisal of this situation. You've done a good job to keep, to reserve this energy, let's put it this way. But it wasn't done in the best balance because it locked you out of something else. Like, for example, if I look at this card, here she's locked out of freedom. She's locked out of stepping out into the world, experiencing something. So, although you've done a great job to preserve that energy, that abundance that the universe was giving you, and your results for your hard work specifically, you've kept yourself out of something. What is that you kept yourself out of? Hierophant and Four of Wands, learning, a great opportunity to learn something. Four of Wands, celebration, having fun maybe. Having fun was so important because it was going to teach you so much. Or maybe these are two things. You've kept yourself out of two things. The opportunity to learn something important to you, and you've locked yourself out of having fun. How come? You seem like well, maybe this is not fun. Maybe this is something that I'm just going to read the cards, and I'm not going to interfere with my thoughts. That's not the right thing to do for this reading. This is a direct message from your guides, and I'm just going to trust the process. So here, it seems like your guides are saying you did a great job with preserving this energy, but you're locked out. You locked yourself out of the opportunity to learn important things for your growth and your future and all of that. And you've locked yourself out of some fun that would have been great for you. And these cards fell. Maybe this is guidance on how you can do that, right? These did pop out right away. Maybe this is your guidance in terms of your appraisal, how you could have done that. So, Judgment, Empress, and the Queen of Cups, which is all about enjoyment, right? Being graceful to yourself, nurturing maybe yourself, judgment, thinking about things in a better way. So there's something about, with the Empress here, nurturing something until its growth, but valuing it from its inception. So this means next time you are guided to use your judgment. So maybe judgment here is supposed to be in that part. Thank you so much. And these two are supposed to be here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like following the guidance as we're meant to see it. So use your judgment. Their appraisal is what you've done in the past was correct in that part of your reading. Remember when you were doing something devilish or tongue-in-cheek kind of energy, it wasn't absolutely, that it wasn't 100% the right thing, but it was the right thing for you to do back then. So that was okay. You were integrating your shadow. Your guides are saying moving forward, you need to use your judgment and you need to do it in the new balanced way for yourself. So judgment's out of the way. Here we were talking about preserving your energy well, but you may have overdone it here. It's very opposite to that energy. Here you've overdone it when it comes to that energy, and this prevented you from learning and having fun. You're guided to now take baby steps with the Empress to reach this balance with the Queen and to enjoy yourself, Queen of Cups again. You want to nurture that new energy. That's how you find your balance. So you don't have to lock yourself completely from learning and having fun. You want to take baby steps and then allow these baby steps to grow naturally. Through that process, you'll find that you're able to do these two things with a lot of grace and enjoyment. And you will get to a point where you find that balance. Speaking of balance, I feel like that's where you're going to go. You're going to find your balance to be able to preserve that energy, but at the same time, have the fun and the learning that is important for you here. Finally, their appraisal to you when it comes to your past is, you think this is completed in completion. No. This ain't over yet. the Two of Pentacles talks about you going through a shift. Or maybe you thought in your past that this is over, only to realize in your present that you are going through a shift, which makes me feel like this shift is happening right now to you, since this is the appraisal of your past. So there's something about you thinking that something is complete, but your guides are insisting it's not complete. Or maybe it's over. Maybe you think something is over, and your guides are saying it's not over. Maybe you think you've accomplished something, and your guides are like, no, you haven't accomplished that yet. You're not done. Really, it seems to me like perhaps a specific chapter has ended in your past, and you're now, and I see a sort of shift happening in your near past where you're moving from one chapter of your life and you are entering the other. This is trusting the process. That's what I'm seeing here. I see a shift. There's something about you thinking that that's the end, or I've completed something, one thing or the other. I've completed something, I've accomplished something, that's the best that I can get or something. And there's the appraisal of your guides telling you it's not over. Nothing is completed. It's always you shifting from one reality to another, shifting from one world to another. Nothing is completed. It's just a shift. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. When it comes to the appraisal that I'm seeing, because that's the message of the past, a sort of appraisal. Be proud, of course, of the things that you've done. But now that I look at this card, yes, be proud of the things that you've done, obviously, but with disdain. It gives me this idea that perhaps you weren't looking at things entirely right. You were maybe saying, oh, these things with disdain. Maybe you were saying, oh, these things aren't important. Now having looked at your cards, I think you were like, no time for having fun, or no time to celebrate, no time to learn. I don't have time for these things. Perhaps you will learn how important these things are to your life, because they bring abundance and they make you happy and emotionally balanced. So your guide's message about your past is don't take anything for granted that is important for you. Learn to adopt the important things little by little until they become part of your life. Right, so this is their message in terms of your past, which seems to be some form of appraisal. Let's now take a look at their message regarding your present life. What's going on now? Your present. So you've got uniqueness. Ooh, I love how they see you. So you've got feeling different, authenticity, sensitivity, singularity, eccentricity, taste of aesthetics. Right. So that's regarding your present. You've got Venus in Taurus with romance. You've got Gemini with cross-pollinate. Interesting. Gemini, cross-pollinate. What am I missing here? Really? What does the guidebook say? I'm so curious. With its symbol of a pair of twins conversing, Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor and all forms of communication. This mutable air sign is ruled by Mercury and is connected to the lungs, shoulders, hands, and nerves. Gemini's purpose is to disperse ideas like milk thistle on the spring winds, cross-pollinate ideas like bees buzzing over the flowers. The sun shines here May 21st to June 21st. Yeah, thanks for reminding us with the timing. Right, if you're watching this now, we're doing this reading in February. And perhaps your present is talking about from now up until May or June of this year. If you're watching this later, this is from now to 4 months from now. Okay, so let's pull out your tarot cards. Let's clean this up on this row, things up on this row, so it's not confusing to you. This was the past, right? You've got the 5 of Cups. Are you currently going through a specific disappointment or something? Because your cards are looking great. But let's see. You've got the Queen of Swords. And you've got, ooh, the 3 of Cups. Lovely. Some decisions are going to be made now. So, what is their message in your present? Oh my God. Oh, look at your cards sliding out. We already have the clarification cards. So, how about we create space here so that we can read your cards and not waste your time by shuffling the cards again. Perfect. So, what are we seeing here? Cross-pollinate. There's something about your current situation and your near future up until May to June or in the next 4 months. 4. There's something critical about the now and the next 4 months. There's something about marriage or coming together. And I'm not saying this in here in your reading in terms of a romantic reading at all, this one. Although it could read romantic to you as you listen to me, since I'm not assuming what this is about at all, and I'm reading, as you can see, your cards in terms of energy, allowing you to understand what this is saying for you. So, cross-pollinate. There's something about what's currently happening in your life at the moment and where you can actually go. Through the Queen of Swords, discipline and well-planned decisions that you have to be very firm about. This will put you in a very unique situation. So here is the thing. There's something interesting about your present situation. Something has recently happened that disappointed you a little bit or maybe a lot. But your guides are saying this is great news. Because if you look at your situation now and the sort of decisions you are going to take to deal with these recent disappointments or losses, you will find that it's veering you off course a little bit, but not entirely from the situation that you are in. It's just making you take better decisions. And so more or less you're going in the right direction, but this is the universe's way of tweaking your path so that you can move in the right direction. I want to draw this out to you to show you what I am envisioning here for you guys. And I'm seeing something like this. I'm seeing that this is your goal. Can you see this on camera? Yes, this is your goal. You're here. You're like, yay, I see my goal. It's right there. Right there is empty, nothing. But you think, because we cannot fully see everything ahead, you think, based on the feedback you're getting from the world, you know, all the different feedback that you're getting, you're like, I'm estimating or I'm feeling like this is where I need to be. Okay? Now, your guides know that your goal is actually here. Where you want to go is actually here. So, as you're like, I know this is where I want to go, so I'm going there. bam, something happens right there. Let's use another color so that it doesn't get confusing. Something happens right there and you're like, oh no, this is definitely going to hurt me from getting to this goal. What's going on? What is happening? There's the Five of Cups. Some loss happens or some form of, I don't know, disappointing situation happens as you're getting along to your goal. This, if you do it right, like if you take this feedback and go, you know what, I'm gonna be stubborn and continue to go, or I'm gonna like drop everything and leave, maybe it's not for me, whatever this is about. Here, your guides are, the important message that they want to give you about your present moment seems to be important guidance. They want you to not take emotional decisions, because this is what the Queen of Swords is all about. She knows what's right. She does not let her emotions sway her. Here, you want to be objective. You want to look at the situation objectively, as if you are advising another friend, and as if this wasn't your particular situation. So you're not really super emotional about it. You care because it's your friend, but at the same time, you're not going home stressed, right? So here, you want to look at it from that place. Your guides are saying, if you look at things objectively and you go, right, now that this happened, what are my options? What am I supposed to do? What is the best course of action to take for me to get to where I want to be? What should I do? Don't let this hinder you. Your guides are saying, take the right decisions. Think about things well. See what are the options that you have, the benefits that you have, the lack thereof, all of these things. And map out a very well plan with the Queen of Swords and be super disciplined with your plan. Because with the discipline here, looking at the discipline and the Three of Cups, if you really want to go, you should stick to your plan and remember why you've created this plan in the first place, because this situation seems to be critical. If you do that, you will find that you were so lucky for this to have happened, because it actually took you where you want to go without you realizing. So as you go there, you're going to go, oh my God, look at me. I was going to go there to this empty place. Yikes. I'm so lucky that this happened to me, because without realizing, it took me where I wanted to go. I wasn't going to go there otherwise. I was going, yes, in the right direction, but I needed to go a little bit northwest rather than absolute north to get there. So like my vision was right, but it wasn't completely right. And this was the universe's way to actually take you there. So there's something about trust the process. Trust the process, yeah. You're going in the right direction. Just take the right decisions that you need to take now, and you will celebrate this getting to your goal soon. Maybe in 4 months, you never know. But in any case, yeah, there's something definitely here talking about the next 4 months that are very important in your path. Now, I didn't finish your spirit guide's message regarding your present. There's something about not just taking the right decisions. There's something about cross-pollination. Let's take another color. So, this path that you were already moving towards is giving you a specific advantage, and you are standing right here. This is your path, the purple. You're standing, the magenta, whatever. You're standing right here, okay? And there is a path that you are moving towards. There is something about, you're lucky to be in this point, because you could have had the vision and you could have gone there from the very beginning, missing that point of intersection between the path you're already in and the path that you're moving towards. Your guides are saying that if you think about things well, you will realize that you were lucky again to have moved in this path to begin with, to divert from it. Because this point of intersection between where you are now, where you're moving now, and where you're supposed to go gives you a great advantage. That point right there gives you a great advantage. And that's what I see with the cross-pollinate romance card. There's something about make use of the decisions or where you are right now, take the advantage of it, as well as the advantage of the path you're getting into, because this will put you in a unique position to get the best out of your situation, to get to your goal. There's something about where you are now and the loss that's happening that's causing the split in your path, and where you are today. Think about it well, they're saying. Think about things well and see how you can make use of the situation. Don't rush, just think about it. You know, Gemini is an air sign at the end of the day. You really need to think about where you are, where you're going, and how you can make use of the two. What is the best course of action that you can take? Is there something that you didn't do yet or usually don't do? Or something that you can maybe discuss with a friend? Maybe you've got a friend that has another perspective that you can't see. Or speak to yourself from the point of view of the new path versus the point of view of this path, and see the advantages. Perhaps it's going to make a light bulb go off and you go, oh, I can totally make use of this situation by doing this and this while going to this path. You know, something like that is what I'm intuitively picking up looking at your cards. So yeah, there is something about not just make peace of the situation that you're in, fall in love with it, because it's putting you in a very unique situation that maybe nobody gets to have. You're the only one who's got this exact situation. You're in an ideal situation. Just think about how you can make use of it well. Think about why the universe let you move into that path before diverting you into another, and why these two paths are giving you a unique advantage at the moment. Crazy, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing your clarification cards, and not one for one, but these are your clarification cards to what we're just seeing right now. You've got the Queen of Wands, again, signifying that you're in a very unique situation in which you can attract big things towards you with the Queen of Wands. You've got the Six of Wands. This is movement towards success. You know, the hummingbird knows how to get to its nectar every single day. So there's something about you're moving towards success. It's not important that you know the full path, but you always know the step ahead, always. And that is what will take you there eventually. So continue to do that. Continue to focus on your next step well, nurture it well. You're getting there. It's kind of like you're getting there. You're getting to your goal. I don't know what your goal is. Maybe you thought something was complete here. Now you've got the shift here. I forgot that part. This is a connecting card. I think, I could be wrong. Maybe you're like doing a shift here in your near past. You thought it was, the completion could be some sort of, that's it, only to realize, no, I could do a specific shift. And here you're moving towards it. Just a guess. In any case, if this part didn't resonate, scrap it out. I'm just trying to connect. In any case, Queen of Wands, you're a magnet at the moment. This situation, that drop that just happened, is the real magnet to what you want. Just take it step by step and you're going to get there. You will understand by time, you will understand why this was so important, why you got there and then why you lost it, all of these things. This just moved. You've got the Devil card. And the Eight of Swords. Funny. One of them is leading you to entrapment. One of them is where you feel entrapped and leading to freedom. So if I look at these cards, I would tell you their guidance is be careful to discern between what could entrap you because you're following your desires and what sort of discipline you want to have to grow your wings and fly and be free. And I say discipline, obviously, because of the desires here. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Take it step by step. Know that you will always be shown the next step towards your victory, towards your success. What is happening right now is making you a magnet for the sort of success or desire that you want to achieve. And just be very careful. Don't allow your desires to entrap you. Be disciplined instead and wait moment after moment for things to allow you to be free to fly. Final card when it comes to the present is the Moon. There's something about you not really knowing what the path ahead is. At this moment, all you need to be careful with is to avoid the dangers. Rely on your intuition, although you can't see ahead, because it will be a great guiding light for you. It will take you there. Think well, the Moon, deep thoughts, the subconscious mind. Think well, use your intuition. It's a time of planning well. The night is the time to reflect, right? Reflect well, not necessarily action, but it's the time to reflect very well before you take action. But your path is carved out for you, whether you can see it now or not. Yeah, these are all the things that I see when it comes to your guide's message about your present situation. Very interesting. Let's take a look at what your guides want to say with regards to your future. What are they saying? Taurus would cultivate. Lovely. It's interesting that you're working hard. You're figuring things out in your path. And then here, the Taurus is the material, the luxury, enjoying it. I thought you already did, but that's the fun part. I think I'm starting to understand what these cards are saying all along. I think this is not over. I've even channeled the song, "It Ain't Over Till It's Over." I think there's something about an expansion that you didn't see coming that is happening, perhaps. And then in the near future, there is, again, the cultivating towards your effort, towards the path you are in here. Whether these are related or not, at the end of the day, I know you are trying to get somewhere here, and I do see you in the near future cultivating it and enjoying it. So, yeah, let's keep your card here so you can see it. There we go. And let's pull out one of these. Amorality. Ooh, we gotta be careful with the YouTube rules. Right, let's keep them here. So you've got the amorality, something about collective plague. In any case, the keywords are bad inclination, crushing other, pretending, lack of values, money, extortion, immediate profit. Whoa. Okay. Oh my God. The more I look at this card, the more I see that maybe YouTube is not going to like it. So let's be careful. Right. So amorality. Amorality, actually. It's pronounced amorality, not amorality. Amorality. Right. You've got... yes, one of these cards. Ooh, Mars in Capricorn with authority. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. What a reading today. You've got the Nine of Wands, This is like being powerful and protected from a sort of like collective plague or something that's going to happen. Let's see. The King of Wands. Again, power, 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 protection. I love this for you. This is so good. And you've got the Death card. My God, what's going on here? So, whether this is if this is your health, then the Death card, the collective plague, obviously is talking about how you're going to have, the Taurus card is a card of body. And so we can kind of see that perhaps in the future, if we're talking here about health, whatever your goals are, if we're talking about health and your body, then it does look like your guides are saying in the future, there may be something that people could be suffering from, but the things that you've done in your past and today to take care of your body, you're not going to be going through that. Your body's going to be very strong. Your immunity is going to be strong. If this is about your business and wealth, then your guides are saying you're going to, again, be in such a powerful situation. You're going to be well guarded. The things that you're doing today and you've done in the past, your good judgment and all of that will put you in a powerful position to guard you from something that could be happening to the collective. And I can go on and on. Like, if this is a relationship, then the things that you've done in the past and the things that you're doing in the present are going to keep you guys intact in a wonderful relationship. And you won't be affected by perhaps the drama that's going to happen around you that could have otherwise ended this relationship for you, like to match the energy of the drama. I could go on and on. I'm not going to assume what this is about, but all I want to let you know is that your guides are saying that you will be absolutely protected in a very powerful position in your future, especially that you will see that perhaps the stress level of the environment around you could be high. Maybe there is lack of values, but you will be protected because of the very things with Cultivate that you are doing today and you've done in your past. All the culmination of all of these efforts will reap you a solid benefit up to a point of luxury even. It's not even like on the, hey, it's your good kind of thing. With Taurus, this is luxury. Like you're going to be spoiled with that energy. So much so that you will be in such a powerful position when, in fact, things happen around you. These things that will be happening, it's none of your business really. It's due to maybe others wanting things like immediate profit or trying to crush others to thrive, or with pretending lies. There's lack of amorality. The card is amorality. Obviously, it's talking about things that aren't ethical, that others could be and will be doing to themselves, towards themselves, unfortunately. Depending on, again, where this is this like a family-related reading? Is this work? Is this love? Is this your business? I don't know. But all I know is that your guides are saying you are going to be in a very powerful situation, very well protected from that. And perhaps this is why it's so important that you do things wisely today, and that you really look at what your situation is giving you now versus where you understand you should go, and make use benefit of these two, as we talked about. This seems to be the culmination of everything that we're seeing in your messages today. They want you to take their appraisal into consideration about the past, where you need to adjust yourself, to think about your present situation and to see how you can benefit from the old and the new, where you're going, where you are now, where you are now specifically with what hit you hard here and where you want to go, and see how you can plan things better, putting these two into consideration, in the knowing that you are going to be absolutely protected in your future. To get there, it is so important that you focus on this point here today, to take the best course of action and be disciplined. There's something about the next 4 months and how they're vital to your future. Having said all of that, I think that is the revelation that they want to give you in today's reading specifically. To do this properly, I want to pull out your 64th hexagram and see the main message with this hexagram. 64. So this is the art in the card, the yin and the yang. They want you to do some form of balance, I'm guessing. So incompletion, it says the incompletion hexagram is the 64th in the I Ching, symbolizing situations or tasks that haven't yet reached their conclusion. So like I'm thinking, your situation hasn't reached yet its conclusion. There's still more, there's expansion, there are shifts going on. Right. It's formed by combining fire and water. Oh my God, I was telling you guys, there's something about the combination of two things at the moment. Sorry, the excitement. You want to combine the advantages that you have now with the advantages of moving into this new path. And it's not easy. I want to say with fire and water, the water can put off the fire. So you want to do it in an intelligent way. You want to plan things well. That's why. To be able to handle these two things at the same time. Looks like you're going to be balancing things for a while, from shifting from this path to the next. You want to take your time to balance things well. So it's formed by combining fire and water, indicating ongoing processes, exactly, and uncertainty, exactly. Here's a concise understanding of your overall picture, fortune, relationship, and health. Guys, I'm going to be reading the overall picture for you. You can take a screenshot if you want to read the rest. It's your message. But the overall picture here is the incompletion hexagram suggests a trend towards success, even if matters haven't fully concluded. However, it's crucial to avoid rushing to completion or being impatient, as potential failures might lurk just before reaching success. And that is, it's funny. It's really funny. It's mind-blowing how your card reaches the same conclusion your cards have already showed you. This is exactly what I see as the revelation from your spirit guides regarding your past, present, and future. You're moving towards success. Be careful, because the decisions that you take today, especially in being able to see your situation well, about where you are now, where you're supposed to go, and being okay with uncertainty, balancing the two out until you actually get there. Be patient and think well and be disciplined with your plans. This is exactly what I see as your message, my dear pile number one. This was such an interesting reading. I would love to know all about it. If you would like to share, I would love to hear it. But otherwise, yeah, this was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at a revelation from your spirit guides regarding your past, present, and future. We'll be taking a look at their message for each one all on its own, and then all of them will show the culmination of the final message or the revelation that your spirit guides actually want to show you with regards to these. Don't ask me how I came up with this topic. It just hit my head. That's how I envisioned it this morning, and that's what I'm doing. So these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, this one's popping out. You'll find that I always list them in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue apatite. Your significator card is exhausting. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, Cancer, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these, thanks. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so your decks are nearly all ready. This one I'll use as a clarification deck, like exactly like that. We'll read the card and this one will be the clarification. And yeah, that's the plan. Let's get straight into it. We'll first take a look at their message when it comes to your past. What message do they have when it comes to your past? You've got fear. Doesn't this figure kind of look like Johnny Depp, right? Kinda. Anyways, so the keywords here are being afraid, anxiety, worry, dread, scared, apprehension. Okay. You've got, oh my God, this is the exact card that popped up in pile number 1. In the exact row. I would say, if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it for you guys. You've got Saturn in Sagittarius with fulfillment. By the way, guys, I just want to mention something here. This is something that most of you don't do, like 99% of you guys don't do. But here and there would be someone who would tell me, oh, Reem, stop suggesting piles because you're trying to make us watch. I don't have control over you guys. If you don't want to watch a pile that you're drawn to, like I suggest for you guys, please don't do it. But if I really see something and I want to say it to you, I'm not going to restrict my voice to tell you guys what I am seeing. I'm not here to lie to you, and I'm not here to tell you to do something you don't want to do. I tell you things with every bit of my heart. If you believe me, thank you. If you don't believe me, then ignore it. I'm sorry this triggers you, but I will say what I see and believe. And I say this with all the respect and love in the world. Right. So you also have Pluto with rebirth. Oh, can you see your card? There we go. Pluto with rebirth. Right. There we go. I want to create space so that we can move, but at the same time, don't want to waste your reading time by shuffling the cards again. There we go. I think we're set this way. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Judgment card. And you've got the Page of Swords. Did you discover something? Yeah, judgment. You changed your mind about something, it seems. Perhaps you were so afraid, but something in you changed in your near past. I feel like, yeah, you changed your mind specifically regarding your fears. Good for you. What a cool pile. Look, fulfillment and rebirth. It looks like you have found your groundedness. You were so stuck in a bubble here. Justice, yeah, you found your balance. Look at that. Oh my God. And you've balanced your karma recently. Did you know that? There is a transcendence that happened here, a rebirth. You've healed a great wound. Okay, this is a really cool pile. Let me organize what I'm seeing here for you. I definitely need the space for that. So it looks like you, in your past, you were stuck in this bubble of thought that you didn't come out of for a very long time. And look at the sword here, the sword that you're holding here. This is the talisman for winning the lottery, by the way. And the change, that bubble that you came out, because you're transcending here, you see, is really akin to the sort of healing, like winning the lottery. This is like something that not many break out of, perhaps at the speed and the magnitude that you've done. Your guides are like, we're so proud of you. You've done a great achievement. And you also, the pointing here, you don't understand how much luck and abundance this is going to bring in your life. So this is your guides congratulating you on grasping the understanding of grasping your power back from, let's say, your mind wreaking havoc and constantly running on a program of fear. There's something about you going, hold up, I'm the one that's going to hold this, and I'm not going to get into this cycle, continuous cycle of fear anymore. This was a grateful achievement that you've done, my dear pile number 2. It was really exhausting you in so many ways. It was exhausting you mentally, physically, maybe financially. It was exhausting you in every, like across the board, in every way. And what I'm seeing is your guides saying, congratulations, there's a rebirth, there's a transcendence going on. You're growing out of that bubble that you were stuck in all of your life because of that very judgment. It's kind of like you really trusted your fears. Your fears were a great actor. They pretended that things were falling apart, and you absolutely got sucked into the drama and absolutely believed it. And you were shocked. You were like, oh my God, this is going to happen to me. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting your energy in every way. It does look to me like in your near past, you found hope. Even when you are in this dark place, you understand that you're not there forever. You're able to think of a world much bigger than the world you currently see. You understand that there is so much bigger, so much more perhaps abundance, so much more out there. And you weren't stuck inside actually, you see that dark area? It kind of makes me feel like it's that bubble. And the breakage here is what you just broke, you see? And I really feel like you've understood that you don't have to think like that. And that's a big thing. Your guides are saying this is a big thing. This is going to pull towards you so much abundance. Congratulations on breaking this bubble. So in case you're thinking, wait, what did I break? Let me get into the details of what you broke. But it has to do something around your fears. You're not following your fears anymore. So what exactly are you doing? Justice, you're finding your balance. You're like, okay, I see the good, I see the bad in this situation, and I'm able to stay balanced. I'm able to stay far above this, looking at things up like from a bird's eye view and doing what's right. Able to do what's right, regardless. Yeah, which means you've found a lot of groundedness and balance to be able to do that. So the judgment is clarified by the 10 of Wands. What's wrong? There we go. 10 of Wands. And the Page of Swords is clarified by the 8 of Cups. So what did you do? Right. 10 of Wands. Even when there is heaviness, it's flowers. There's something about, even when things are super heavy, if not the heaviest, You've learned to, with the flowers, enjoy it. You've learned to make use of it. To see, oh, flowers, to see the beauty in it. Yes, I think this is what this is about. You broke out of your bubble by going, yes, I of course realize that this is heavy, but I also see the blessings. I also see trust that it's taking me to a good place. I trust that this heaviness will blossom into something great, which always or will, moving forward, end that heaviness for you, because the Ten of Wands is the pinnacle of that energy. This card means that it's the end of all of this. So this is where I'm getting the idea that this sort of judgment or sort of thought process moving forward will allow things to, this heaviness always, to end for you and for beautiful things to happen in replacement of it. Page of Swords, you've understood that this is a bubble. You've understood that this is your brain's way of keeping you maybe stuck or in a dark place. And you, whenever you realize it, Page of Swords, whenever you realize it, Eight of Cups, you've just trained your mind to walk away from it. That's what I'm seeing here, my dear pile number 2, that your spirit guides are pointing out. You're currently going through a process of rebirth. Good for you. Continue to know, continue to understand with the judgment that whenever things are very heavy, they're just a way not to indulge in that energy. That's what you needed to break out of. Don't indulge in that energy. End it with the Ten of Wands, and you will automatically transcend and grow. Yeah, this fear seemed to be super exhausting. It was depleting you. But yeah, there is, just so you know, abundance coming because of how you're holding your thoughts, how you hold your thoughts, how you carry yourself. Whenever this character, this actor, starts playing drama, you're not following it anymore. Good for you. Wow, I love this pile. Okay, so that's the first thing that I see your spirit guides want to tell you. It's all about your past. Now, let's take a look at what your guides want to show you regarding your present. What's the message with the present? Then what's the message with your future? And they will all culminate into one big revelation. Okay. Let's take a look at your present energy. You've got 2 cards. I'll try. Right. So you've got opposition with the keyword confrontation. And you've got Aries with the keyword act. You've got Saturn in Virgo with isolation. You've got paranoia with the keyword suspicion of conspiracy, mistrust, fear, trouble, psychosis, persecution, delirium. I think I read about, I've researched this or read it somewhere, persecution, delirium. Let me check that out and I'll be back. So, persecutory delusion means a persecutory delusion is a type of delusional condition in which the affected person believes that harm is going to occur to oneself by a persecutor despite a clear lack of evidence. Okay. Right. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. Action. You're taking action here. You're confronting it. Let's see. You've got the High Priestess. You can see the unseen now. You can see the unseen. You've got the Hanged Man. Can I? There we go. Oh my God. What's wrong with you guys today? The camera, I mean, and the technology. Right? High Priestess, Hanged Man. Now we can put these back here. There we go. And the Lovers. Okay. It seems like it strikes again. Something is happening these days that is making you feel super stuck. Or the Hanged Man, something went awry. Something you were swimming or like moving forward and something captured you. Something halted your progress. Something isolated you. Stuck, yeah. Something is making you feel like you're stuck. There's something about you not being in your environment. You're running dry. You're not maybe in your element. And because you're not in your element, you're facing these days a big challenge, but you are fighting it head on. Oh my God, and the Aries, absolutely. You're fighting it head on. But there's something about you feeling that you're running dry of something, of energy or something. You feel trapped. You feel isolated. You feel like there isn't much in your hands at the moment to do. And so your mind started playing with paranoia, suspicion of conspiracy. Your mind started going back to playing a role or an act that's not based on any proof, with persecution delirium. Right, that's exactly what I'm seeing here. So yes, are you stuck or isolated? Are things shifting maybe? And maybe you do, in fact, maybe you don't have the same tools that you had when you were in your element or something. Are you a little bit stuck or isolated? Yes, it seems like this is definitely the case. But is it as bad as your mind is starting to make it out to be? Absolutely not. Here, your spirit guides are saying, remember, you found your balance. Don't let that same program have a little wiggle room to get back in with the High Priestess, where it slips without you seeing. Check yourself, most importantly, before you check the situation itself. Checking yourself and make sure you ground yourself again and remember how far you've went. Remember how you see things now versus in the past, all of that. Choose the Lover's card. Choose to reflect on how you're acting first before you reflect on the situation itself. That's the most important thing you want to do now. Next, after you see this level of what the card's calling paranoia or mistrust or fear or thinking that trouble is brewing for you. Once you reflect and realize you're not going to let this drama play out, this dramatic fear that your mind seems to get into, subconscious mind, don't let it run on autoplay like it used to do. Then from that place, you are guided to act with strength. Don't postpone things. With Aries, act now and confront it head on. Confront it head on. Use your intuition, obviously, with a third eye here. And isolation. You're not alone. Your guides are here. You're not alone in the situation at all, and nothing terrible is going to happen to you at all. You're guided to, the sooner you take action with Aries, the better. Trust your intuition, take action, and confront this. Nothing is here to do anything to you or take anything from you or isolate you. You just want to use, at this point of your life, your intuition. You're a psychic person with the High Priestess, the third eye. You are someone who's able to see beyond what others can see with the mirror here. You are good at reflecting. So reflect on yourself first, reflect on your environment second, and you're gonna handle this so well. This is the High Priestess. You've got so much knowledge within you that even you don't understand, and your intuition will always help you move in the right direction. What's most important here is that you don't keep yourself hanging, watching things happen. This is the time of action with Aries. Take quick action. Taking action right now is important. Confront this. Don't stand there watching it. And first of all, to be able to do all of that, you want to reflect on yourself first so that you eliminate any sort of drama that your fears can play out for you that could hinder you from actually taking the right actions. So you're not alone. Take the right action is what I'm seeing as your message about your present that your spirit guides want to show you. I'm also picking up on the message of be patient with this transition. Seeing the High Priestess here and this specific Lover's card is giving me an intuitive movie in my head. Something about magic is happening. Because look, this High Priestess does have the tools of the magician on its table. Something is happening. The High Priestess is all about seeing what's beyond the veil. If you have the intuition to see it in a tarot reading, it's perhaps telling you there's something in the unknown, your unknown for you. It reminds me of Alice looking through the looking glass. There is something about if you're patient and you face this right without stressing or getting into the energy of fear that would prohibit you from doing such actions. If you do take the right action, that energy will take you somewhere else. It will take you into another world, another situation that is amazing, far more amazing, that you don't know about. So be patient here and continue to grow that energy of facing it head on, because it's the fear that takes away from the power of this action. Take bold actions, face it, because the more you put your attention there, the more this energy grows and it takes you to this other world. Like, let's say we're catching this mermaid from a small pond where they felt isolated, and that transitional period, if they're able to keep their mind straight because they're not in the water now, keep their mind stable, take the right action to, preserve the energy that they have, for example, to take care of themselves until that transition takes them and throws them into new water, they'll find that they're in the ocean, and they meet their family again, and they meet all these amazing people again, their amazing friends and lovers again. So I'm imagining this, looking at your cards and forming a movie in my head. I'm thinking your cards are definitely saying there is like a period where you're out of your element, I keep saying element, so it is what I'm seeing, out of your element for one reason or the other. Things aren't maybe the same for a little while. If you handle this right with your mind and take the right action so that your mind focuses and makes this energy bigger, you will find yourself transitioning to a new amazing world full of wonders that you have no idea about. That's how you can transmute what's happening at the moment to your favor. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing here. Look, 666. Maybe something happening in June. It doesn't have to be like reading time, but you know, it's there, something that I'm observing. 666. Okay, so now let's take a look at your spirit guides message regarding your future. What do they want to tell you about your future? And you know what we're going to do next, just so that I don't repeat myself. Right, you've got suffering with the keywords emotional pain, frustration, sadness, boredom, limitations, restrictions. Emotional pain, frustration, sadness, boredom, limitations, restrictions. Okay, interesting. Keep that here. You've got, yeah, why don't we make use of that space? You've got Scorpio with investigate. Well, you know, they say healing is a journey, right? You've got two cards here actually. Sun and Pisces with vision. And you've got Jupiter in Cancer with speculation. Look at the two eyes. What you speculate versus what's happening, or focus your vision on speculating the good thing. Let's see, because you also have investigate, so let's not jump to conclusions and see what this is about anyways. Maybe this is like saying something else entirely that I'm not seeing at the moment. So let's be patient with what we have. You've got Page of Pentacles. There we go. The Death card. Okay. Page of Cups. 2 pages. New beginning. Great. Great. Your future is not set in stone. Your future highly relies, and perhaps this is the revelation that your guides want to show you. Your future highly relies on how you see things today. How you see things today will shift your future. And this is the revelation that your guides want to show you. It's one or the other. There are like 2 paths at the moment, and you're going to be shifting to one of them. If you follow this paranoia energy, it will lead to destruction. You see the toxic energy here. It will lead you to the end you're afraid of, and it will take you down a path of suffering and frustration and sadness and limitation and all of that energy. But if you choose to empower yourself, that's why you've got the card of choice right there. That's why your reading in the present ended with the card of choice. If you could choose to suffer and exhaust yourself, and eventually what you see is what you get, and you will, in that case, have chosen to go down that path. So 2 pages, 2 beginnings, 2 roads open, 2 pages empty for you to fill out. In any case, nothing is entirely bad, because even if you do go down that path, your guides got you. The Death card is a card of transformation, and you can see with the Page of Pentacles that it will lead to another, ultimately it will lead to a new opportunities in any case. Or you can choose to investigate and be bold with the Scorpio energy. Investigate, be bold, which is constantly what is being asked of you to do at the moment and in your near future, to be bold, investigate, and do the right thing for yourself, and to be bold taking these actions, not to fall down the path of emotional suffering. This will take you to a page that you will absolutely love. Right away, it will take you to a page or a new beginning that you will love. And that will be just the beginning of you exploring a new world, maybe making new friends, doing exciting things that your heart desires. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. You will make use of the situation. It's like hitting rock bottom, realizing what you need to do, and then making use of that situation and taking it as an opportunity, a great opportunity, mind you, to do amazing things. So it's really your choice. If you choose, hey, I don't want to do this, I want that opportunity, it's yours. If you're like, no, I would love to start this great new page where I do things that I absolutely love, a page that's waiting for me, full of beautiful things, then you can choose that. It's a choice with the Lover's card. It's a choice that only you can make, nobody can make for you. That's why your future is not set in stone. But your guides want to let you know, your revelation is how you see things today is detrimental to a path created by your old karma. You are in your near past and in your present currently carving a new one, and you are moving in the right direction so long as you continue to hold on to that energy. Imagine this as a test, or as your old karma trying to pull you back towards it. Don't fall entrapped to that energy. And the only way to fully release yourself from this old karma that's trying to lead you down a path of familiarity that is toxic, you are required to be bold, strong, face what's going on head on, and don't fall victim to the sort of drama that plays out in your mind that really doesn't hold much what was evidence to it. If you really think about it rationally, you'll find that it doesn't hold that evidence. It's you using your fears as your intuition to let you think that actually something bad is happening, but really in reality, there's nothing bad that could happen. Are you uncomfortable? Yes. Do you feel isolated one way or the other? Yes. But this is a choice, and it's an important choice that you make or take these days. The point in time where you're watching this reading is like a path that splits into two, and you can choose which path you want to take. Your new karma, the one that you've worked hard on, is creating a pathway for you, and your old karma already has a pathway. And you get to choose from that point. Which energy pool is stronger? The new path that you've created, or the old karma that you also created previously? Which one is stronger? At this point, they're both equal. That's why there is a split in path. And depending on which energy you're going to feed will be the new page that you create. Nothing is set in stone in your future. You're the creator right now in this moment. This is the revelation that your spirit guides want to show you with regards to all of that. Don't exhaust yourself. Don't go back to the old karma. You've already worked hard. Many blessings and fortune and luck is on your new path. It's approaching you. Allow things to change and shift, and allow these energies, as a result of these energies splitting from each other. If you are going through this isolation these days, or these weird things, it's great news, because what I'm seeing in your cards are, this is your two paths finally shifting from each other. The two energies, the old karma and the new karma. And you get to choose. Which path do you want? By focusing your energy on which one? Are you gonna focus your energy on this new vision that you have? This transcendence with the 12th house that you are on right now? Or are you gonna go back to the energy of speculating and believing the drama that plays out? These are your two energies. Your path has finally split because there are two equal energies. The energy of your past and the energy of your near past. Although it's a short time, you've managed to create an energy ball so big that it's competing with the old karma. And you get to choose now. This is your time of choice, my dear pile number 2. This is the most important message that your spirit guides want to show you today. You can either get into the environment of your old karma, or you can rescue yourself. Get yourself out of this old energy. When you get yourself out of this old energy, you're transferred into a new environment that's clean, that is beautiful, and it's full of your heart's desires. Take yourself out of this energy now by not following through with the old drama. This drama is not taking you somewhere nice, and you can either split from it now or hit rock bottom to realize it. This is your choice, but there's no need for suffering by taking your action now. And this right now is the proof. It's your shift of moving out of one world to another as you confront this energy once and for all. Show it who's boss. Show it that amidst the adversity and amidst the time where you really don't know anything and what could happen, you're standing strong and you're choosing to think positively about your future. You're choosing to know that it's going to be great, which will take you to your heart's desires. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Before we go, let's read your 47th hexagram in case it has something I'm missing, or something to add on, or maybe adjust the way we're reading your cards. So let's open page 47. It is your significator card at the end of the day, and see what it says. Exhausting challenges. So the exhausting hexagram points to a time of difficulties and challenges, indicating a feeling of being stuck or limited. Yeah, that's what we're seeing here. Here's a clear understanding of your overall picture, fortune, relationships, and health. I'm going to leave this open because I'm only going to read the overall picture so as not to waste your time. But if you want to read more, you can always take a screenshot and read everything that you want. So, overall picture is this hexagram highlights facing current challenges. Exactly. Do you see that? Oh my God. It's right next to the significator card. Facing current challenges, right. These challenges are temporary. If you stay committed and persevere, you can navigate through this phase successfully. But be alert that this period might be filled with misunderstandings and misleading situations. Exactly! I love how the cards just give out the same messages. I always love that. It happens in every reading, but it still makes me experience this magic every single time. So, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck moving forward. You're going to transition into a new reality. Be patient and work with that energy and transmute it to your favor. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. Thank you so much for everything, guys, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your spirit guides revelation regarding your past, present, and future. To do that, I will be dividing the reading into 3 parts, taking a look at the message from each part of your timeline, your past on its own, your present on its own, and your future on its own. And together, the message is going to culminate into one big revelation that your spirit guides want to let you know about in today's reading. Pile 1 and pile 2 were super interesting in how that worked out. And let's see how it works out for you. By the way, if you're interested in knowing the names of the decks that I'm using at any point of your reading, you will find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful jade, and your significator card is dispersing. It's the 59th hexagram. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I'm going to keep these here. And let's take a look at your past placement. What is your message there from your spirit guides? Pleasure abuse? Oh, pleasure abuse. Yeah. I don't know if that's allowed, so I'm going to keep these here. In any case, the keywords here are illusory thoughts, loss of frame, scattering, addictions, loss of logic, irrational mind. Okay. Very interesting. Pleasure abuse. You have the 5th house with passion. It looks like in your past you had so much fun that you abused it. I think with dispersing, there's something about you, how that energy, if it had been used to focus on something, you could have created something big, but it was dispersed. So it's like you were supposed to have that fun, that's the energy you were supposed to use. This is not to blame you, by the way. Spirit guides are not here to blame you. They're here to show you something. So I would say be patient with how this reading is going to complete itself. But there's something about dispersing the energy of fun, because if you had put in it somewhere creative, you could have done something amazing maybe. And it's too early. Maybe I'm not reading it right, so we need to put that also into consideration. Okay, you've got Sun in Aries with assertion. And maybe you fought that. I should be patient, I should always be patient. My God. You've got the 9 of Cups. The Five of Cups. I did it. It's written the other way around. This figure is obviously looking in the mirror, obviously. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the camera is towards us. She's looking in the mirror. And she did something. She did it. She's very happy. She has my goals, her vision board, and looks like she's made it all come true. That's nice. But the mirror shows reverse, which means you could have achieved some goals, but the Five of Cups, you're disappointed, perhaps. Let's continue. And you've got the King of Wands. Maybe you have. Have you or have you not? I'm not sure. That's why we're using clarification cards. That's the intention of this deck right there. So let's see. You've got in the Nine of Cups, the Devil card. Temptations, temptations, temptations. In the Five of Cups, you've got Ace of Wands. Temptations and desires. Yeah, the Devil card definitely has that dual energy we're seeing here of desire that could entrap if not handled right. King of Wands has the Ten of Swords. This looks like a very interesting reading. What are your guides saying about your past and what happened in your past? 5995. Someone here watching is born in 1995 or 59. Very specific detail, but it's there. Also 777. My God, 43 is a 7. 777. In any case, here it looks like you started taking action. Right. So I think this is the realization that you've gotten in the past, because King of Wands is action. It is clarifying the Ten of Swords, that pain. Perhaps the mental pain here could be you suffering from following pleasure with pleasure abuse. That's the pain here. Stress level, it says stress level is disintegration. It's absolutely disintegrated you from the goals that you want to achieve. It looks like with the hand gesture in this King of Wands, like they know where they want to go. They know what the target is. They're speaking passionately about it. King of Wands, they're taking action, strong actions towards it. So there's something about your past where you've fought your demons, which were making you go after your pleasures aimlessly, just following your desires at the moment. It looks with the fifth house that you're a very creative person. You're someone who's full of passion, someone that can use that energy to your favor. And it looks like you reversed the situation. Instead of staring at the reflection of your dreams, I think you've reversed it with the capture in the Devil card, the spider web. I think you decided to follow it and capture this dream rather than just following aimless desires or feel good in the moment desires. And you're like, I'm going to get back to these desires, or I'm going to transmute the energy of these desires to my favor. I'm going to have fun, use that passion of mine to have fun doing my goals rather than just doing things that don't take you where you want to go. So Ace of Wands, it looks like you've started taking action. Instead of sitting there being disappointed. You see the camera is facing up again. It's like, I'm going to pick up these dreams and I'm going to direct them in the right place. I'm going to pick up, see, the phone signifies sometimes scrolling aimlessly. So again, we're looking at the idea of gratification. Instant gratification versus long-term gratification is what I'm seeing here. Ace of Wands shows me that you picked up your book, your journal, your plans, and you're like, right, these are my dreams. You wrote them down and you started taking actions to make these pen on paper blossom. These ideas that were only pen to paper blossom into actual things. Blossom, blossom, blossom. So it looks like in your past you actually did make things start working. Your guides are showing how you were able to fight your demons, which were all mental pain. I feel like you were going through a lot of pain and these ideas were poking at you. They're like, come on, take action already. The universe was poking. Everything around you spoke one language. The synchronicities were, come on, you've got a hand in this. You got a hand in this. You can do something about it. Until you actually, Ten of Swords, decided to end this misery and you started feeling powerful with the King of Wands. You started taking action. And instead of all of this energy being dispersed, I feel like there's focus here with the King of Wands, just like a lens that collects all of the light into a single focus, making things happen. The flowers here are signifying that you actually made something blossom. There's something about your dreams here with the Nine of Cups. Dare I say, you actually achieved some of these dreams, or maybe all of it. I don't know. It looks like I did it. You did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. There are so many of your dreams, ones that you had in your vision, in your journal, in your plans, that if you open them and look back, you will be surprised at how much of these actually came true. You're very focused now and you know what to do. You're not abusing this pleasure. I think with the Ten of Swords, you were abusing pleasure because you were in a lot of mental pain. And to counteract this energy, or rather to cope, oh my God, to cope with this energy, you started putting that creative energy of yours, this creative life force, into having so much fun, pleasure abuse, to cope with this energy. But you are a person with the fifth house here who's full of creative abilities, someone that can use this fun energy to their favor, to create something. It was just dispersed here. Not used in the right place. The right place here reflects your goals, your dreams. They were calling you. Come on, don't you want to do this? Come on, don't you want to do this? At some point in your past, you're like, that's it. That's what I really want. I don't want to like use my energy there. I want to use my energy where it matters. I don't want to use my energy to cope. I want to use my energy to achieve my dreams. And you shifted directions. You dropped with the Five of Cups the coping things that you used to do with the alcohol here. You dropped whatever you were using to cope, whether this is your phone or substance abuse or anything like that. And you started using your creative energy to your favor, to capture your dreams. And your guides are saying, look back in your journal, look back in your vision board, look back at your old dreams. Reflect with the mirror here, and you will see that you've achieved so many of the things that used to be simply dreams one day. Right, what a beautiful message, honestly. 777. What is the 777 saying? We've got clarification cards here. Thank you so much. You've got the mirror here. We know that the 59 and the 95, these are mirrors. It's signifying the mirror. You will see today that you have achieved many of the things you used to dream of in the past. Check, there's something about check. You've achieved so much. What is the 777 saying, please? Two of Cups. Queen of Wands. Wow, King of Wands. Ooh, this is like alchemy. energy working to your favor. You're like a magnet. How is this related to the 777? Let me check the numerology. I mean, I know number 7, but perhaps there's something I'm not seeing with the number 7. Hold on. Well, guys, check this out. I just Googled this, and it says, in the metaphysical philosophy of numerology, the number 7 signifies the Greek deity Athena and the Roman deity Minerva, both goddesses of war and the city of protectress. People affiliated with the number 7 are believed to be insightful, intuitive, truthful, introspective, intellectual, and wise. So there's something about your magic here. You're someone who's fully capable of manifesting things, your wisdom, your intellect, your capabilities, your spirit for war, to fight things through until you achieve what you want, is absolutely who you are. That's what I believe the message underlying the numerology that your guides wanted to show you. They wanted to let you know you're someone who is very powerful and you have the capability in your hands. That's why I've got all of these hands. Always to achieve what you want, create and manifest what you want into your life. At any point, if you desire something and you decide to take on that role or tap into that energy of, I'm making this happen for me, it's going to happen for me. You have that capability. Always remember, I want to say humbly, for the rest of your life, 777, you are a person who has the capability of achieving anything they want into existence, anything you think about. If you put on your armor, wield your sword, and go after it, you are going to achieve it. This is one of the most important messages that you have here today. You've got that creation force within you with the 5th house, and you're able to manifest what you want into reality. I hope you always remember this, my dear pile number 3. If you're going to take anything from your messages, and it's not for me to tell you what to take, but really this is one of the big messages to always remember. You are a person who's got a creative life force. It can be used against you to depletion, or it can be used for you to create what you want. So remember, if you don't use it, it depletes you and it forces you to use it in towards things that could deplete you. Exactly. Don't disperse this energy. Collect it and make it focus and use it to your favor. Yeah, that is what I am seeing. And look at this, and the other King of Wands right next to the King of Wands. It's crazy. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I don't think you can. There we go. I just put it right next to it, and it's the King of Wands. You are the creator, my dear pile number 3. Oh my God. It was 57 in your video timing. Oh my God. Okay, wow. Right, so that is your past message, my dear pile number 3. Let's now tune in to your present message. What is your message regarding your present moment now? So, you've got narcissism. So anyways, the keywords are self-obsession, egocentrism, self-love, selfishness, navel-gazing, oh my God, self-adoration. I really wonder what's going on there. Okay. You've got, actually it was better this way because these are the longer cards. Progressions with the keyword journey. What's the time here? It's 10 to 10. It's 10 to 2. And this is the seconds. Okay. You've got, what are we missing? We're missing this card. You've got Venus in Cancer with birth. Oh, look at that. Tick tock, Tick-tock. You're progressing. Wow, I love this for you. You're progressing and you're taking major steps. It looks, you're loving who you're becoming. You're a very passionate person. You strike me as a very passionate person, my dear pile number 3. Be careful not to use this passion to self-obsess, or is it the other way around? Sometimes the readings surprise me. Maybe this is telling you to obsess about yourself. I don't know. I think we are going to have to wait and see what the cards show us. So, you've got the Tower card, right? Which is, this is marriage. It's a celebration of love. So, let's wait and see. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, nice. Things are changing. A moment of rebirth is happening. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It's happening by the second, the minute. You're approaching something. And the 7 again. Oh my God, 7 said, like, remember, you're capable. There's always this message of you're capable. Remember that. The Star. I think the Star here is talking about you, since we have this narcissism here. What is this talking about? Clarification cards, please. Yeah, definitely needs clarification, because I'm not sure here. Are you guided towards self-love? Even if it says narcissism, sometimes, I'm not talking about the shadow, but you know, sometimes you got to experience an energy before you find its balance. I'm not saying that's always the right way to do it. I'm saying that sometimes it happens this way. So, yeah, clarification cards for sure. What is the Tower card here signifying, please? 7 of Cups. Again, the Star. Look at the Star. Is that look at you? Maybe. 7 of Cups. The Emperor. Five of Pentacles. Right. Thank you. This is what's explained everything to me right now, because I was like, what is this saying? Yes. Look at that. Speaking of flowers, your flower is depleting. The hair is drying out. The inside is dying. It's empty and it's encaged. It looks to me like there is a flower that should be out free, looking beautiful, blossoming, but it's encaged and dying. If it's the card that it's explaining, the Star card, I mean, that says it all. There's something about you being a flower. You're supposed to be out there, blossoming, showing up like a star. But this flower is encaged. I think here, this is not calling you off. This is more like guiding you towards self-love. If the marriage is breaking here, then this is probably inviting you. It's not saying don't love others, but it's more like don't romanticize others. If it's self-love, then in that case, this is saying don't wait to take love outside of yourself. Don't marry, don't be committed or loyal to others to get love. That love must be found within you. You must love yourself. And the Tower here is break the pattern of taking love from others. This is in your present position. I forgot that. And look at the mirror again. 61, 1/6. Oh my God, your reading and the mirroring in your reading is crazy. Again, I will keep this into consideration. The mirroring effect that we see here, along with the 7s that you keep getting. You're a star, 17. You're a star. You already have that star flowering factor. I think you're realizing this since this is the present, or maybe you are nearing it right now. Tick-tock, that birth of yourself. Yes, this is the message they want to tell you about right now. Yeah. They want to tell you to get into the energy of the Seven of Cups rather than finding love on the outside. This is the time where you want to find love towards yourself, because there's a beautiful flower that's dying because you are the one who's encaging it, whether you realize it or not. You know why? Because encaging here, and if we look at the Tower, could you be trapping it because you're waiting for others to acknowledge it with the lack here of the Five of Pentacles? A flower, as you know, is not waiting for someone to acknowledge it. A flower will always bloom and it will always look pretty. It will always look amazing. And people can walk around these flower gardens and go, oh, that's my favorite flower. No, the dahlia is my favorite flower. Oh, the iris is my favorite flower, and so on and so forth. Oh, the daffodils are my favorite flowers. Now, I really don't like the roses. It's gonna rose anyway. It's gonna be beautiful anyway. So you're approaching a rebirth moment of finding yourself or shining bright like a star with a star card. The star in you, the flower, the star in you is coming out. Tick tock, tick tock. It's coming out by the day, which means that you're already working on this. Your reading is asking you to focus on this, obsess with this. I see with the Seven of Cups, there is imagination here. Perhaps it's talking about role play. There's something about break your attention towards others, towards love on the outside, and start, role playing like children. How can that be related to self-love? You know how when we role play, like we get into a role when we're children, like we play like we're getting married, ta 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 ta. We get into that role, right? Imagine, I don't know, you're getting something about with the Seven of Cups. Break the outside and start imagining. Oh, look, it's pointing towards a star. So the more you imagine yourself, the way you want to shine, because your taste is you, it's going to point you and lead you, guide you towards yourself at the end of the day. So what you love, you already are. That's why you love it. That's your taste. This is who you are. And you're guided to role play, imagine. That's how you get into that energy. This will be the guiding light that takes you towards yourself. This is the way out. In fact, this figure here is looking at the mirror, looking at herself. The more you admire something, let's see, you admire something on the outside, you are guided to role play it because it becomes you, because it is you. That's why you like it. And the more this is going to help you to connect with your real self, and it will guide you towards self-love. This is in motion. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, you're in motion. This is already happening, or this will happen quickly for you. It's a matter of time before you find yourself, my dear pile number 3. Whether you're already doing this or you're getting into it, or you are or doing other things, that could be the last missing piece that you want to do. In any case, wherever you are, I'm focusing on the message itself. And that is to birth this flower that's entrapped within you, to birth that star that's entrapped within you. You must connect to it. And that is by following the stardom that you are inspired by on the outside. That will also help you break your commitment to love on the outside to help you find it on the inside. Very philosophical, but very interesting. And you can see by time, tick tock, tick tock. You're finding your power with the Emperor. And this energy is very opposite to the energy of the Tower, where here they're seeking love outside. And please don't get me wrong, loving others is a very important thing. We're just looking at the symbolism of your reading. For now, you're focused to look on the inside. And here, it's someone who doesn't have people controlling them. They are in control of their environment. This is obviously, of course, not saying control others. This is just symbolism allowing us to understand the energy. So cut, break down completely, disintegrate, disperse that focus. You're a focused person, remember. Your passion, don't focus it on the outside of getting love on the inside. Put that focus and passion on the inside. The more you put that towards yourself and becoming who you want to be, what you love, the more you find that self-love. And the more that star within you shines through powerfully. Nothing can entrap it anymore. And it is you who is entrapping it at the moment, whether you know or not, by focusing on the outside. So break that is your guidance. Break that. And the reflection here, the mirror here is look at yourself. The mirror here is talking about look at yourself. Just like the mirror here, look at yourself. Focus on you. Focus on your dreams. Focus on who you want to become. So perhaps the past you were focusing on your dreams. Now you are going to be focused, or you're guided to focus on you. Focus on yourself and on achieve self-fulfillment. Write goals, envision, role play, imagine with the Seven of Wands who you want to be. Play it. It's really that energy of fake it until you make it kind of thing. Become it. You know how they tell you, for let's say you want to be, you envision yourself as a successful business person. Start dressing and acting and talking like a successful business person. Read the things that a business person would read. If you want that feminine energy, indulge yourself into that feminine energy. If you want that masculine energy, indulge yourself into that masculine energy, and so on and so forth. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing as your message here. Don't disperse your energy on the outside. You're a creator. Again, focus on the inside. Focus on becoming the person that you want. And this is happening relatively quickly. I do see a new birth, a new you, a release of your true self blossoming these days in your life. Yeah, that's what I see here. Oh my God. Yeah, well, I made that realization before. What's wrong with me? 6 + 1 is 7. Okay. So now, my dear pile number 3, let's take a look at your future position. What is your message regarding your future? Okay. So this one's sliding out. There we go. You've got sincerity. So the keywords are authenticity, honesty, truth, veracity, integrity, directness. Yeah. You become your true authentic self. I love this for you. So nice. Okay. You've got Venus in Capricorn with convention. Okay. Mercury with messages. Mercury and convention. That is what happens in a convention, right? A lot of communication. Maybe it's the conventional way of communicating something through authenticity. Let's wait and see. You've got the Three of Swords. The King of Swords. And the Five of Pentacles. Look, the Five of Pentacles on top of the Five of Pentacles. Let's elaborate. Significator cards, please. Clarification, I mean. So, Five of Swords, clarifying the Three of Swords. I don't want to cover the numbers so you can see. There we go. King of Swords. You've got the Four of Swords. And the Five of Pentacles, you've got the Three of Swords. We don't want to erase the expression. I'm just going to put it here. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. That way you can see everything, actually. Five of Pentacles, on top of Five of Pentacles, this is a huge lack. And Five of Swords, Three of Swords is resulting from a lot of pain, it seems. It's like, it's not your fault. There's a lot of pain here. That's why the rose is entrapped. Right, this way you can see your new cards. Okay, and let's like remove this so that you're not confused. Anything else? Yeah. There. There's something about your future where you have found your true, authentic self. I see that in your future, with convention, something conventional is something acting in its, again, it's being authentic. Like, let's say someone is following their culture, for example. That's the convention to do things like that. It reminds me of being true to oneself. And that's, of course, not to discuss whether someone should do that or not. And it's all about growing outside of everything, obviously. But I'm not getting into that discussion. I'm just picking up intuitively as I look at your cards next to each other and the messages they're giving. There's something about the way you used to do things, your conventional way of doing things used to entrap you. It hindered your potential. And we saw it in all of the cards. Remember the flower card that was entrapped, person entrapped of a person. There's something about a star within you that's entrapped. And doing the conventional things, the things you usually did. Five of Swords, maybe you bullied yourself and relived that pain. Look, there's a shadow of someone here. Perhaps you had a bully that's no longer there, that taught you to bully yourself, or not see yourself, at least. Not see yourself, right. Maybe you're afraid of being yourself, so that you don't get bullied or something. Here, we see in your future, with sincerity, you have become your true, authentic self. And with messages, something about the throat chakra, obviously. You're speaking with boldness now. You're no longer, maybe you used to hide yourself, enclose yourself, didn't talk about yourself or something like that, or didn't show yourself. Perhaps due to a bully that was heartless. You see, there's an empty place in the heart that was heartless and taught you not to see yourself. Maybe this is an insecure person who couldn't bear watch you blossom, couldn't bear your flower, bullied you whenever your flower came out. It's like, do you think you're a flower? Something like that, until your flower got entrapped within you. Someone entrapped your flower until you entrapped it yourself. So much so that it's almost like you were living, but living a dead life with the underground here. By following the conventional way of how you did things, focusing on the outside or whatever it is, you kept yourself entrapped. That star, that flower was entrapped. So in your near future, I see that by becoming your true authentic self and speaking your truth, you are, with this specific Three of Swords, fixing back your broken pieces, the pain. Underneath it is the role-playing, by the way. The role-playing assists you to come out of the old role and attunes you to the new role. And King of Swords here has mentally healed. They're back to their power. They are strong. They are expressing their ideas. And they are powerful. The King of Swords has healed the lack energy. There's something about you being convinced that you don't have much. But that's not the truth, because underlying it all, you've got it all. You're the star, you're the flower. It's just that the flower has been greatly hit. The only thing that's making you feel like there's lack is your pain, not the absence of the flower or the pizzazz, the stardom, the star factor. You're the 777, remember. And so in your future, I see that you've come out of that conventional role into someone who's shining bright. You are holding your flower proudly as you're healing that pain. As you role play, which is underneath that energy, as you role play or imagine, you put the pieces back together and heal that energy, integrate that energy, that shadow. Here, the Four of Swords and the King of Swords show that you find mental peace from the anguish and the pain. Here, you're going to, the revelation after having seen all of that is that your new focus is on you, and the future and the present is all about you, and to direct that energy of creativity, that energy of creation now onto yourself. Remember that energy of creation that you have that allowed you to reach many dreams? You're guided to use that energy to release that entrapped flower because you've got it. Hold it proudly. How can you have a flower and hide it? Hold it proudly. It's yours. Don't really mind the voice of the shadow. Oh, this flower is not nice. Oh, this, oh, that. Look at how depleted it is. Don't listen to the voices of your shadow. That is the conventional way that kept you trapped. The more you role play and attune to what inspires you, what you love, the more you're moving towards your stardom, who you really are. That will help you pick up the pieces, the dispersed pieces here and there, broken pieces. That as long as it's broken, it won't allow that flower to come out. Putting the pieces again seems to be how you communicate, how you present yourself. That's the key, the Mercury energy, how you communicate and how you present yourself. How you communicate and how you present yourself. This will heal this lack. It will heal the pain. It will heal the lack, the communication. How you communicate, how you present yourself. See, presenter, communication is what will heal this once and for all. It will put you in peace and it will allow you to be your real, true, authentic self. Why is this little beautiful baby constantly entrapped? This flower, this star, bring it out, your guides are saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I see in your reading. My dear pile number 3, we're not done yet. Let's take a look at your 59th hexagram to see your complete message. This is your significator card after all. 59. So, the dispersing hexagram is the 59th hexagram in the I Ching. It's created from the fusion of the wind hexagram and the water hexagram. This hexagram stands for dispersion, expansion, and smooth flow, emphasizing the significance of flexibility and fluidity in challenging situations. Here's a concise understanding of your overall outlook for fortune, relationships, and health. So, overall picture, dispersing highlights the ease and unobstructed flow of events. In challenging times, it's beneficial to be adaptable and to move with the situation rather than against it. That's an interesting fact. That's an interesting addition here. Visionary leadership is crucial and can safely navigate everyone through trying times. Dispersing highlights the ease and unobstructed flow of events. In challenging times, it's beneficial to be adaptable and to move with the situation rather than against it. Your key message here, when it comes to integrating the shadow and the role playing that we have been seeing with the Seven of Cups, to be inspired, right? Seven of Cups, to be inspired, the role playing towards your star, to become the star. When you face obstacles, instead of breaking, be flexible. Learn from the situation. Allow it to move you flexibly, to show you the way. Take it as a feedback rather than allowing it to break you altogether. So don't feel broken. Rather, allow it to show you. That's the flexibility needed to maneuver around such situations. Learn how to handle them better the next time or such. This is the intuitive message I'm picking from your significator card, and it seems like it's an important one because it is your significator card. Your final revelation is to allow the flower and the star to come out by following what you love, becoming it. Be patient with this process. Sometimes you'll find obstacles in your way. They're not here to end things for you. Don't be discouraged. Learn from them so you can do better next time. At the end of the day, don't let go of this energy. Put your focus right there. And in your near future, Your guides are saying this path has been paved. You are, because you can see it with the clock here. Where did I see it? The tick-tock, yeah. Tick-tock, tick. It's happening. There's something about your present. When I looked at it, I told you it was happening. That's why it's paved in your future. You've become your true authentic self. You stopped following your old ways because you're communicating and presenting yourself as your true authentic self. Healing the lack and the pain energy that was caused by someone in your past who was specifically maybe jealous, hitting your flower, like they knew they were hitting your flower, maybe to feel better. But that's in the past. This is, you're reaching your peace of mind, and mental fortitude comes from speaking your truth and presenting yourself as the way you want to present yourself. And that's what you're guided to get into, to imagine and play and get attuned to that energy through role playing. And yeah, don't be discouraged by obstacles, because that means it's breaking you. Be flexible by learning from it and doing it better the next time. Yeah, my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing your reading for you. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Sorry, I just noticed something. All of the mirrors here that I've been seeing throughout, there's something about look at yourself in the mirror. Admire yourself in the mirror or something. Yeah. That's what I see, my dear pile number 3. Sending you so much love. And please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. Sending you so much love, my dear pile number 3. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.